Hi there, it's Donovan. We all have qualities that make us who we are and why we're so great. Some people can very easily describe my qualities, but I want to shed some light on a feature of me that deserves equal attention. And that, my friends, is that I am Batman. This is the Nintendo Switch. It's been recognized as one of the most unique and versatile pieces of not just gaming, but technology. Play it as a regular-ass home console, then take it out of its dock for handheld play wherever you desire. It's the perfect amalgamation of Nintendo's DNA, merging both sectors of their business. Its intuitive ease of use has attracted so many to purchase a Switch over a PlayStation or an Xbox, or to even make it their alternative game system. And thank God its gimmick doesn't intrude on gameplay. The next Mario game will require players to jump via switching. Okay, we get it. The Switch revolutionized home console gaming on the go and reinvigorated handheld gaming. We know! But what if I told you there was one other feature that really brings this system to life? And I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not airplane mode. It's a feature so crucial to the Switch's DNA that it's written all over the marketing, the packaging, the game boxes, and that's... Well, apart from the times when the kickstand decides to off itself, tabletop mode, in my opinion, is just as vital a feature as TV or handheld mode. And yet so many people completely disregard its existence, or just completely forget about it entirely. Well, I'm here to show you why tabletop mode deserves justice. Alright, so what exactly is tabletop mode? Just flick that kickstand open and voila, it stands on a table. My kickstand disintegrates when a molecule of air just merely touches it. This thing will not survive a gust of wind. When the Nintendo Switch was first revealed, tabletop mode was heavily featured in the marketing, making it a pivotal feature of this hybrid system. Use it on a plane tray, after a game of basketball, a rooftop party, or getting in extra reps before the big game. Alright, so it props up your Switch when you're on the go. What gives? Let's see. I need to stretch this video for as long as possible. So there are many criticisms of the existence of tabletop mode. Well, we know one. This pathetic piece of plastic will become useless after years of wear and tear. And you better be sure to prop it up on something flat. Anything other than that is a no-go. Coupled with the Switch's terrible battery life, you can't even charge this thing in tabletop mode. No, you need a completely different accessory to do that. Luckily, the Nintendo Switch OLED fixes the original kickstand's shortcomings and is magnificent to use. It's much more sturdy and super flexible. I was so close to purchasing an OLED, not just for that beautiful screen, but that sexy kickstand. But you still gotta use that charging stand to power that thing. Honestly, you might as well just skip the stand altogether on the original model and use the carrying case as a makeshift tabletop mode accessory. It's even shown on the packaging, which just goes to show how useless the original stand really is. To the turtles you go! I've heard so many dismiss or outright ridicule the existence of the feature. Many say it's a feature that they don't use or they joke about when they do finally utilize it. They question why Nintendo even advertises the feature or why they feel the need to put it on the back of every game. And some just hope Nintendo scraps the idea for their next generation system. Their competitors like the Steam Deck have a portable and a docking feature, but no sign of a tabletop feature, even though all you really gotta do is prop the Steam Deck on a wall and say, look, tabletop mode, make it a bullet point. Ah, come on, the Switch is a hybrid system. It's a handheld and a home console, none of this in-between crap. Why do you fight so hard for this useless, pathetic plastic strip? Well, it's because it makes the Nintendo Switch more social. This guy has friends? What the hell? Nintendo Switch may be one of the most social gaming systems of all time, maybe even ever. Now, when you think social for a gaming system, you may think of its online capabilities, its use of social media or messaging systems. Well, in that case, Donovan, you are completely wrong. In order to be social, you gotta be using a completely different device. And no one would consider the Nintendo Switch Online app to be social. Actually, I met my wife through the Mario Kart 8 voice chat. But hey, wake up. Welcome to the real world, buddy. I've brought my Switch everywhere throughout its life. This thing has seen stuff. It's been through so many friend groups, so many different phases of my life. It's actually insane to think about. I got this thing in 6th grade. I'm now in college. Luckily, something consistent with all of these phases and friend groups is that we all love video games. I mean, who doesn't just love sitting down with a couple friends and chipping away at a game? Man, I wish we could do that all the time. Well, that's going to be a waste of probably over $2,000 in the span of 8 years. With home consoles, get a group of friends on your couch, and you'll have a blast that night. With handhelds, link up with other fellow system owners for some local play. But now, with this third, in-between option, you can have this mini TV anywhere you go. No need for others to have their systems too. Just gather a bunch of friends, hand over some Joy-Cons and Pro Controllers, and bam! Go ruin some friendships with Mario Party. True story. Tabletop Mode is just another way of bringing that home console experience wherever. So many claim to barely use this mode, whereas in my time with the Switch, Tabletop Mode has been such a vital feature when hanging out. No need to lunge around a monitor or hog the handheld to yourself. Flick that kickstand open, pray it doesn't kill itself, and just have a great time, man. Again, I've brought this system everywhere. Sometimes during a friend meetup, we just want to chill out and play some games, and Tabletop Mode is the perfect way to quench those desires. No other gaming system, no other platform can offer such a simple way of sharing the joy. Sure, with handhelds, you can do the same, but that requires everyone to own a system. With the Switch, stand that sucker up, and you're gonna have a great time. No other systems needed, just a few extra controllers. It doesn't matter where you are, you'll have a consistent gaming experience wherever. That's the beauty of Nintendo Switch. It's genius. Sure, the screen may be small, but this screen has serviced so many friends over the years and has created some lifelong gaming memories. You may think the Wonder Pills are still affecting my brain, but the genius of Tabletop Mode reflects the genius of the Joy-Cons.
Why are you so mentally ill?
The Joy-Cons, even with their faults, are one of the most inventive and easy to use controllers ever. They're so small and compact that sometimes I'd rather just pack some Joy-Cons for the road instead of a Pro Controller. They got all the same features of a Pro Controller too. And if you got friends in need of a controller and don't really care about being a pro edgy gamer, well, a Joy-Con pair, there's always 2 controllers. Just hand one over and share the joy. When flipped over, the Joy-Cons still substitute bumper buttons with SL and SR and can be made beefier with the Joy-Con straps if you're well prepared. Sure, they ain't the best or the most comfy, but they get the job done and still enable my friends to play along. Want to play Smash Bros during lunch? Just whip out your Switch, split and hand over some Joy-Cons, and you've just made some lifelong memories. I mean, it's just all so easy, so intuitive. You may say I'm just a nerdy teenager who can't stay away from video games. Well, at least I had friends in the same boat over the years. I guess all I'm saying is the Nintendo Switch is a great device to have fun with the people you love. Whether you're playing at home or on the go, the fun doesn't stop. And Tabletop Mode just enables the multiplayer fun to continue, even when you're away from your comfy couch. We can all bash the Switch for its drifting controllers, terrible online, and awful eShop music. But it's undeniable how, at least for me, the Switch has transformed my hangouts with friends. I mean, over the course of 8 years, my own Nintendo Switch has put smiles on probably, say, 50 to 80 different faces. And Tabletop Mode has likely contributed to a third of those smiles. Now, I think it's time I show the criminals of this city how much I'm worth. I'm Batman!